You're a businessman now. You're a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
You own the Brooklyn Nets. You own any team. Because I'm here to tell you, I can't see a single team that will look you in the face with a straight face and tell you, we'll give Kyrie Irving 4 years guaranteed. I don't know a single team who would do that. I don't know one. Now, maybe your sources are different than mine. I have not heard of one team, one, that would give him a 4-year guarantee extension. Now, once, KP, would you? 4 years.
You know what?
Every dollar guaranteed.
It depends on it depends on what team I have and I'm owning. Because if I'm owning the Sacramento Kings, you damn right I'm giving them 4 years because I need him. The only way I could go is up. The way that organization has been in a disaster, hell yeah, it depends on the organization. The same with your Knicks. If I'm the New York Knicks, I definitely would give Kyrie Irving a 4-year fully guaranteed because guess what? Here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm going to make all that money back. I'm going to make all that money back off of Kyrie in a year and a half. Because if he goes to the Knicks, he's probably going to be up there top in jersey sales.
No,
the Madison Square Garden.
No, you can't say that. Here's the reason why I say you can't say that. There is something that you are very familiar with called a cap. And obviously a luxury tax that comes along with that. And the more you pay, and the more you pay a player, the more it straps you in the event. So when you take that into consideration, even though you'll make the money off the books, I got it, in terms of off the salary cap, you're going to make money in other ways. You're going to make the money back. That's not the issue. The issue is how it cap straps your team from doing other things that they want to do in order to make them better. So if you're Sacramento or you're the New York Knicks, to use that as an example, here's the reality of the situation. Give me every headache that Kyrie Irving could possibly create for you. I give him 5 years guaranteed if I know he's going to be on the court. But the fact that he's not, that you don't know whether he's going to show up to work, the fact that that's the issue with him, nothing else. Nothing else. I don't care what else, what other headaches Kyrie may cause. It means nothing to me. He's worth the money. As long as he shows up on the court. But if he doesn't show up on the court, now you're screwed. You're screwed. Because that money is taking up space on your cap, and he ain't on the court. And you can't do nothing with that.
Again, and Stephen A., your points are valid. Here's the thing. We're having a conversation here, and I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is the Brooklyn Nets, they are screwed. Because if they don't get it done with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, I don't see him being there. I don't see him being there. So now...
That's fine, Kate. That's fine. But what I'm saying to you, I think you're missing what I'm saying. Bump it. As phenomenal as KD is, guess how you look at it differently than I look at it. If KD wants out, he signed an extension. I got him. So guess what I can do? They are going to back up the farm to give me assets for Kevin Durant. They're going to back up the farm. Every team out there is going to be looking to get KD. And so now we're talking about me being able to have, and remember, I got the backdrop of I've only won one playoff series in 3 years. I got that backdrop. I don't want to lose KD. To me, when healthy, he's the best in the world. I don't want to lose him. I want to hold on to him for dear life. But if he wants to leave because I'm not willing to guarantee his boy 4 additional years on top of the upcoming season, who only shows up to work 40% of the time, I got a decision to make. And if you going to tell me that KD is going to leave because I locked him in with a contract extension, I can get assets for him. I don't want to. I want to hold on to KD for dear life. I want him to be the cornerstone of my franchise. But if he wants out, oh my God, could you imagine the assets I can get my hands on for Kevin Durant? Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.